This section contains important applications of the definite integral to business and economics. Included are three independent topics: probability density function, continuous income streams, and consumers and producers surplus. Any of the three may be covered in any order as time and interest dictate. Let's start with probability density function. We now take a brief informal look at the use of the definite integral to determine probabilities. A more formal treatment of the subject requires the use of the spatial improper integral from minus infinity to infinity f of x dx. This is improper integral. In this course, we will not focus on the improper integral. On the other hand, proper integral, or with the name as you know, definite integral, will be enough for us to calculate the probability of the some cases. Suppose that an experiment is designed in such a way that any real number x on the interval CD is a possible outcome. For example, x may be represented in IQ score, the height of a person in inches, or the life of a light bulb in hours. Technically, we refer to x as a continuous random variable. In certain situations, we can find a function f with x as an independent variable, such that the function f can be used to determine probability from C to D, that is the probability that the outcome x of an experiment will be in the interval CD. Such a function, called a probability density function. Such a function must satisfy the following three conditions. In other words, a probability density function satisfies the following three conditions. First, probability have to be positive. So f of x is represent the probability f of x bigger than 0 for all real x. Second, the area under the graph of f of x over the interval minus infinity to infinity is exactly 1. Okay, actually you could not calculate, but let's show that. This is the graph of the f of x. Okay, so this area This area exactly represented by the improper integral minus infinity to infinity, because exchange from minus infinity to infinity. Okay. F of x dx, this integral is 1. You cannot verify, actually I know that, but this integral has to be 1. And the probability when exchange from C to D, okay, so exchange from C to D, for example here, C can be negative or positive, D can be negative or positive, does not matter, C to D. So this area give us the probability occur when exchange between C and D. Okay, so this is the probability. So which equals from C to D f of x dx. In the statistical business science statistics course, you should see this concept. Okay, let's mention about the third one, the third condition. If CD, closed interval CD, is a subinterval of minus infinity to infinity, then in general that's right. Then we have these properties. Okay, then we have these properties. Also probability of being between C to D is integral f of x dx between C to D. Okay, from C to D. In your textbook, you can find the information about the normal probability density function. Okay, I will not give this formula to you, but if you wonder, you can look your textbook. I will solve some question about the probability density function in the problem solving hour. Now we can talk about another application, which is continuous income stream. Continuous income stream. Okay, let's stop this record at that point. I will record continuous income stream separately.